Good morning, children. Let us continue with our class. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about the more on spreadsheet chapter, that is chapter 6. In this lesson, we have discussed about the simple formulas and functions, selecting the cells, changing the cell contents. Today, in this lesson, we will discuss about inserting and deleting the rows and columns, copying and moving data, and using the autofill features. So let us discuss how to insert and delete the rows and columns. We can insert a new rows or a columns in an existing spreadsheet. To insert the rows and columns, you have to click on the cell where you want to insert the rows and the column. So in the worksheet, you have a cell, different in a worksheet is made up of different rows and columns. So intersection of rows and columns makes the cell. So in order to enter the rows, you just have to select the cell. Select the cell where you want to insert the rows or the column on the home tab. So different ribbons are there in the home ribbon tab. From the cell group, click on the insert icon. That is, it shows the cell. Insert cell icons. A menu appears as shown in the figure. To insert the rows, select the insert sheet of rows option. So if you have to insert the row, you have to select the insert sheet row option. A blank row is inserted above the active cell. So you have to select in order to insert the row, you have to select the insert sheet rows after selecting the cell. To insert the column, select the insert sheet column option. So insert sheet option column needs to be selected in order to select the columns. A blank column will be inserted to the left of the active cell. So you can also insert the multiple rows and columns in a spreadsheet. So you can enter more than one rows and columns at a time. Insert the multiple rows, select the rows above which you want to insert new row using the control key. So in order to insert a multiple row, you have to select the cell by pressing the control key. Control key, you need to hold on the control key and the left mouse button. To select those which you want to insert the row using the control key and the left mouse button. So left mouse button and control key is used to insert the multiple rows. In the same way, you have to follow the same process. In the home tab, from the cell group, click the insert icon. So you just have to go and click on the insert icon and insert icon, and you have to select the insert sheet rows option. Insert sheet rows option. Okay. So this way you can just insert the rows and columns. In the next one, if you after that select the insert sheet option, the new columns are added to the left of the selected cell. So in the same way you can delete the rows. So you know which one are the rows. These are the rows. These are the rows. These are the columns. So you can add on the new rows, multiple rows, columns, multiple columns, and so on. Now, the rows, if you have to delete the row, you just have to click on the cells that belongs to the rows and the columns you want to delete. On the home tab, from the cell group, click on the down arrow and delete icon. So when you see that, you just have to click on the delete icon. See figure 6, cell group, you have three options, that is insert, delete, and format. So if you have to insert the rows or the column, you have to press the insert one. If you have to delete the rows and the columns, you have to press the delete one. To delete the rows, click on the delete sheet rows, and to delete the column, you have to select the delete sheet column. So this way you can delete the rows and columns. In the same way, you can adjust the height and the width of the rows and columns. So if you want to increase the height of if you want to make the column bigger, that also you can do. And if you want to make the column bigger, that also you can do. You can adjust the height and the width of the rows and columns. In MS Excel spreadsheet, the default rows height is 15 points and column is 8.43 characters. Column is 8.43 characters. It will fit in the column. 8.43 characters will fit, and this one, the row height is 15 points. You can adjust the row heights and the column width to fit the content in a cell. The row height and the column width can be adjusted in a multiple way, like setting the specific height or width. Autofill content can also be used, changing the default width and column. So setting the specific heights and width. So how to set the height and width? The specific heights and widths changes the height and the width of the selected rows and columns. To set a specific height for the rows or width for the columns, step 1, you just have to select the rows. To select the rows for which you want to increase the height. On the home tab, so here also you have to select the home tab. On the home tab, from the cell group, likewise you use that inserting and deleting from the same group, cell group, you have to click on the format option. Just refer to figure 6. You have 3 options in the cell group. After selecting the home tab, then you have to click on the cell group. After that, you will be seeing the 3 options. If you have to change the height and width, you have to go to the format tab. So on the home tab, from the cell group, click on the format icon. So format icon is there. A menu appears. To change the rows height, you have to, under the cell size and click on the row height. You have to go to the cell size and you have to go for the click height in the inside the format menu. So home tab, then cell group, then format option. Inside the formats option, you have to use the cell size and row height. In the row height box, enter the required values and click on OK. To change the column width, under the same item, that is cell size, click the column width, or so the default is 8.43, that needs to be changed. So we have to know that default height of the characters column is 8.43 and height is 15. So that needs to be changed. You can give the height according to your requirement. In the column width box, enter the required values and click on OK. So this way you can change the cell height and widths. Now copying and moving the data. So copying refers to duplicating the data either in the same worksheet or in the different worksheets. Likewise, when we copy and paste in Microsoft Word also, sometimes we create a duplicate, sometimes we create a we move it by cutting it. So that means creating a duplicate means copying, and moving means we are just changing the place. Okay. So copying refers to duplicating, creating a new one, duplicate, copy data either in the same worksheet or in the different worksheets. So we know that by default there are 3 worksheets. So we can copy it in that same one, or we can go to the next one. So we can do that, or in the different workbook also. So in the previous first lesson we have learned worksheet is like a pages of the exercise copy, and workbook is the exercise book. So an exercise book consists of many pages. Likewise, a workbook consists of different worksheets. Moving refers to the changing the position of the data in the same worksheet or in the different worksheet. In the same way, when we move, we change the position of the data. We copy it, we move it. To copy and paste the data, select the cell or a range you want to copy as shown in figure 13. Click on the copy button in the clipboard group. The dash line will appear around the selected cell. Select the cell where you want to paste and click the paste button in the clipboard box group. The data will be copied to the new one. So this copying and moving is similar to Microsoft Word. If you know how to copy and paste in Microsoft Word or cut and paste in Microsoft Word, in the same way you can copy and paste in Excel also. By moving the data, to move the data, by moving the data, you need not delete or retype it. So by moving, we don't need to delete or retype it. if you need to change its position in a worksheet, you can simply move the data. So you can just move the data if you want to move. You don't need to delete or retype it. Select the cell or range that you want to move. So selection is important. Position the mouse pointers at the edge of the selected cell. Observe the pointer changes from the white cross symbols to a move pointer symbol. Drag the selected cell to the new destination. You will observe that the data will be moved to the new location and is no longer present in the old location. So once you once you cut and paste it in another location, then the data will not remain in the first location. So to copy the cell, right click the cell and click on copy option. Right click, shortcut keys are also there. Right click, shortcut menu. Then select the cell where you want to copy the data. Right click on the cell and click on paste using the autofill option. So the autofill features in Excel is used to enter the data quickly instead of entering it manually, such as numbers, name of the month, date, weekdays, etc. You can use the autofill option. To use the autofill features, follow these steps. Suppose if you want to write the name of the month, that is January, February, March, April, so you can just write January. We can just type January, and you can just drag. So select the cell, the plus sign will come, thick plus sign will come, hold down the left mouse button and drag the fill handle. So at the side, from this side, you just have to drag. It will generate the days of the month like as it showed in figure 16. So the month of January will automatically appear in the consecutive cell as shown in figure 16. So with this we have concluded this chapter. So we have finished the chapter on more on spreadsheet. In my previous video, I have given the demonstration of that whatever functions and formula, and here you just have to try these exercises from the back, and I will be providing the notes of these exercises on the PDF through WhatsApp. So this much for today. Thank you.